You are listening to Directions from a Spiritual Tour Guide podcast. I am your host, Shanel Scott. I'm a psychic medium and energy healer who has been supporting those on a spiritual journey for over a decade. I'm your tour guide into the world of the unknown, showing you that the magic of the universe is at your fingertips. I believe spirituality is simple and fun, and this podcast will make it easily accessible, giving you the real talk on all things divine and spiritual, helping you to step into the flow. Manifesting your dreams because we all deserve to be living our best life. Are you ready for an adventure? Hello, sunshines, and welcome to a new episode of Directions from a Spiritual Tour Guide podcast. My name is Shanel Scott. I am your host and your spiritual tour guide on this beautiful journey we call life. This week, we're going to talk about stillness. Often when I'm teaching yoga and we get to Shavasana, I will say that often the hardest part of our practice is laying still and being present with ourselves. And this really resonates in so many ways when it comes to having to deal with our own stillness. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is stillness is important this month in the energy. And stillness is just important in general, and understanding stillness can be really powerful. When I started to do intuitive work and I would come into a place of stillness, I sometimes would be like, I'm disconnected. I'm not getting information. There's nothing coming. I'm just blocked. And often we feel the same way when we're in a period where we're in a standstill. We'll think, oh my goodness, I feel so disconnected from myself. I have no information. I don't feel like I can connect to the divine or in meditation. We get squirrely and antsy. And there is this misconception that in the stillness, we are unconnected. We are disconnected. We're unplugged. When what I've found, and it took a lot of work to get there, I spent a lot of times in mediumship or business intuition, and I think the place I learned it the most was in medical intuition, that I had to stay in the stillness and to honor the stillness for what it was. It very rarely and almost never is disconnection. Most often, it is actually just that, stillness. It is a pause. It's a moment to reflect. And that stillness is telling us something if we track it. But again, our logical mind likes to sneak in and disconnect us and to tease us or elude us by trying to take us in a different direction. The stillness is curious because there isn't a flow of information necessarily. There is more of this pause. So it's harder to just stay with it. Think of it like this. Imagine yourself, whether it's in a body of water like the ocean or a lake, or if it's just like a swimming pool. But imagine laying on a floaty or just floating on the top of the water and just being there and bobbing along. There's a peacefulness to it. There's a serenity to it. We've just surrendered to being restful and peaceful and quiet and present. There isn't a panic to it. So if we tapped into that in moments of stillness, can you imagine how differently our energy shows up? We're not spiraling thoughts. We're simply laid back and relaxed. And in that place, if we just stay with it, things start to come up. Sometimes we literally get the message that we need to pause, that we are just where we are for the moment because divine timing needs to line up. Things need to come into place. Maybe we need to learn something or meet someone. Sometimes we're being asked to stay still and to pause because we are going in the wrong direction. And we simply need to be present to see that redirect. The pause redirect is way better than the hit the wall redirect. The, oh my God, it just hit the fan redirect. So can you imagine if you paid attention in the pause and was able to see it? Versus going, oh God, what is happening next? That pause, that stillness is important. It has so much to share with you when you can stop spiraling down that rabbit hole of I'm disconnected, I am blocked, there's something wrong. There's no flow of information. When the reality is that you're actually, soaking it up in the Milky Way. That you're really just laid back in the galaxy, surrendered to the universe, and you're allowing it to float you to the next thing. So, stillness isn't necessarily a bad thing. There is so much power to be found in the stillness. There's so much awareness of self to be found in the stillness. It is an incredible thing. Now, I know this one is just a short one, but I really wanted to talk about stillness today and honoring stillness. Honoring that we can't always be in constant motion and that it's okay to just be present. It's okay to just be still for a moment. Because in the long run, that moment will feel like a second, like a heartbeat. And we'll move on to the next thing. And we'll forget that we were standing still at all. So, thank you. So grateful for you, for being here and being part of this journey, this podcast. We have another week or two before I'm going to take a little break for the holidays, take a couple weeks off, and then we'll start a new season. If you are looking for something to do for New Year's Eve this year, I am hosting a New Year's Eve celebration called May Calm Be With You. We will be doing some gentle movement, some energy work, some releasing, having a sacred fire to burn our stuff in, setting intentions. It's going to be a beautiful night of just self-care and connection, and I'm really looking forward to that. I am also going to be doing an urban retreat on January 11th. It is Create Your Fertile Ground. It's about manifesting. It will be at Dundas Yoga and Fitness, same place, and it will be an afternoon into the evening, dinner included, and you'll learn all about manifestation, but we'll begin doing some gentle movement, meditation, journaling, all sorts of things. I love this workshop. I love setting the intention for the year with it. It's so powerful and connective, and the energy is always so palpable. It's so amazing. As always, second Friday of every month is Yoga Nidra at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom and in person at Dundas Yoga and Fitness, as well as there is a Night with Spirit at 8:30 p.m., a group mediumship reading. There are 4 spots left for this month, and of course, we're doing it again next month. I'm back at Mystic Ramen again on January, I'm there too. December 12th and January 9th, I am back again. So that's ramen and a reading. It's definitely the time of year for ramen. If you are looking for gift certificates, that's an opportunity as well. Just reach out. We can set you up with a personalized gift certificate for whatever it is that you want to purchase. Thank you. I'm so grateful to get to spend time with you, to have you here on my journey and to be your spiritual tour guide. So thank you. From my heart and soul to yours. Until the next time, my friends. Bye now.